Okay, so the first step in detailing the window is to determine, as we talked about earlier, to determine the interface between your cladding and your trim work. And once you've done that, to determine your head flashing. So I've previously made this head flashing up. It extends past the rough opening 1 inch on each side. And the Prosoco method for attaching this is to put a band of wet flash, fast flash into that region. Put the flashing on while it's still wet, and then put another band over top. So we'll go ahead and do that now. I have to get rid of previous hardened plug. This stuff, this is now, I know it won't seem like this on the videos, but this is day 3 that I've been working with this open. Basically it's forming about a 1/4 inch plug on the edge, and then the rest is completely usable still. So it's pretty nice from that point of view. It lasts quite a while. But very little of this left, so I'm putting it on sparingly. At this point, this is just to demonstrate. This is already a water and airtight assembly. Okay. I can see the fast flash oozing out from behind. It's perfect. We don't want to over squeeze it, but obviously we want to make contact. And then we would just trawl or some caulk on some fast flash over top and trawl that out, and we'd have a nice watertight seam. So I'm coming down about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Having been taking a building envelope course at BCIT, it's actually a lab where we have been detailing a wall using traditional sheathing materials like Tyvek, Typar. I can tell you this is a lot faster, a lot easier, and I believe it does a much easier and better job. There's, as I've been saying all along, there's no such thing as reverse lapping. So this ends up going on. You can do it in any order with the rest of the assembly, as long as you follow the principles of the R-Guard system. It seems pretty easy and pretty foolproof. Even a monkey like me could do it. The one thing I've done here is I've messed up my sight line of the exposed flashing. So I'll probably hear from my instructor at BCIT for doing that, but just wasn't thinking for a second. Okay, that's the installation of head flashing above a window. Talk to you soon. So I've detailed our side jamb. Now I just want to show how to tie in the top trim. You'll remember we doubled up the strapping on the side to allow the trim to overlap the siding. We need to obviously have the same exposure or same setback to the sheathing on the top side. So I've done a horizontal strapping across the previously installed vertical strapping. There's no reason you can't do that. You've got the capillary brake in behind, and then you would just attach this over top. You've got a nice clean look because the strapping, before I should do that, I should say code requirements, best practice, both require bug screen installed at the top and the bottom of each capillary break. So normally there would be bug screen that would be wrapped behind these verticals and up and around and form a barrier so that no bugs can go up here. I don't have any bug screen on site, so we're just going to pretend that's there. But as you can see, now we've got a continuous trim without gaps and a nice finished look at this location. The next part of the video will show the window being installed. Normally there would be a sill flashing as well. I don't have one made up. I'm not going to detail the full surround. I'm just showing an example of how to put on the trim. I'm not going to actually finish the trim because I want to be able to show that the Prosoco AirGuard product is waterproof all by itself without the secondary plane of protection. So I'm leaving half of the window assembly exposed to the water resistant barrier so that we can prove the product. Okay, thanks for watching. Just one more point on the head flashing. I've only demonstrated the installation of the bottom of the two flashings that I would recommend above the window. This is obviously a shorter window, or shorter wall height. I did this so that I could make this mock-up out of one sheet of plywood. Normally you would have quite a bit of wall above the window, and you would be installing a second flashing that extended out an inch beyond each side of the, actually it doesn't have to, it can be flush with the trim, or you can have it extend out a little bit. And what it's doing is it's shedding water away from the trim to protect the trim from damage and extend the trim's life. Flashing is fairly cheap. The labor to continuously repaint trim, because water's flowing along it, is actually quite expensive. It would go on top of the strapping, so it would not be a cross cavity flashing. It would just be a surface flashing, and it would basically go something like this, and attach to the strapping above, and then you would continue on with your layering of your cladding on top to provide that sight line. But this would then daylight any water that's getting in behind, and more importantly, it provides a drip hedge so that this top trim piece, the header trim, does not get a lot of moisture activity. Okay, thank you for watching.